My name is Sarah Miller, and this is not a fairy tale. This is a real story about loyalty, the kind that stays when life gets hard. I was born and raised in Columbus, Ohio, a quiet American city where people believe in hard work and honesty. I met my husband Daniel during college. He wasn't rich, he wasn't perfect, but he was kind, ambitious, and deeply respectful. We got married young. People said, "You should wait, build your career first." But we believed in building life together. In the beginning, life was simple. We rented a small apartment near downtown. Daniel worked as a mechanical technician, and I was a junior accountant in a local firm. Every morning, we drank coffee together, talked about dreams, and promised to always stand by each other, no matter what. Then life tested us. One winter morning, Daniel left for work, like always. That evening, I received a phone call that changed everything. There had been an accident at his workplace. I remember sitting in the hospital hallway in Cleveland, my hands shaking, my heart frozen with fear. Doctors told me Daniel would survive, but he wouldn't be able to work for a long time. That was the moment many relationships break. Bills started piling up, medical expenses drained our savings, friends slowly disappeared. Daniel changed. He became quiet. He felt useless. One night he looked at me and said, "Sarah, you didn't sign up for this. You deserve better." I held his hands and said something I meant with every breath. "I didn't marry your success. I married you." From that day on, I became stronger than I ever knew I could be. I worked longer hours. I learned new skills. I took freelance work at night. Every morning, before leaving for the office, I made Daniel breakfast, encouraged him, and reminded him that his value was not defined by his paycheck. People judged me. Some said, "Why are you wasting your youth?" Others whispered, "She'll leave sooner or later." But loyalty is not about what people say. It's about what you do when no one is watching. Months passed, then years. Daniel slowly recovered. He started learning online skills. From our small living room in Ohio, he rebuilt himself. I never once reminded him of what I sacrificed, because love keeps no score. One evening, after a long day, Daniel looked at me with tears in his eyes and said, "You never left, even when it would have been easy." That moment was worth everything. Today, Daniel runs a small engineering consultancy. I manage finances for multiple clients. We moved into a modest home not far from Cincinnati. We're not millionaires, but we're rich in something rare: trust, respect, loyalty. I learned something important. Loyalty doesn't mean staying because life is perfect. It means staying to make life better, together. If you're listening to this story right now, remember this. True loyalty is quiet. It doesn't show off. It stays, even when it hurts. And that kind of love never fails. End message for audience. If this story touched your heart, remember, real love is not found, it is built.